we are in this very specific moment in history where we go from a non-urban civilization to an urban civilization.
Soon, almost 80% of the world's population will live in cities. These cities will generate more than 90% of our wealth, or not even 4% of the Earth's available territory. It is in cities where our main challenges become manifest. And it is in cities where sustainable solutions have to be found.
We have to reconfigure everything in terms of city. Politics, economics, social action. We have to rephrase it, redefine it, rethink it from the urban perspective.
We need to absolutely study what this means, because it changes everything. It changes from politics to planning to design, what bureaucracy can do. Everything becomes an urban question.
The International Architecture Biennale Rotterdam holds that architecture's main challenge is the design of better living conditions for billions of people. But how do we make city while also responding to urgent social, economic and ecological issues? The fifth IABR, Making City, is a call to action. Our future is the future of our cities. So let's think of new ways to make city.
Making city means how we actually make our society, build our world.
And for us it's important to claim a position for the designer in that process.
The designer needs to pick up a new role, needs to answer these new questions, but he needs to engage also and find his allies in politics, in the bureaucracy, in the market forces and in the civil societies.
It's working on rules and regulations, it's working on policy, it's working on forming alliances, it's working on positioning design and designers, it's working on positioning politics and politicians.
The fifth IABR is more than its 7 exhibitions, lectures, conferences, films and publications. It is also a gathering of cities. 34 urban projects from all over the world have been selected to participate, to come to Rotterdam to discuss the future and set the stage for the development of a new urban agenda.
How do we want the system to work to address our problems, and how can we take responsibility?
At the end of the day, people will realize that they have to rethink their political actions in terms of their urban interests. So the city itself will become a new political movement.
Well, what we see and what we try to bring together with this Biennale is that throughout the world, in different places, politicians, designers, bureaucracies, planning departments are trying to develop new ways of looking at the same problem. We build and remake cities, but we no longer know why. So we need to reconnect the urgencies, ecological, social, economic in cities with what we're doing in cities.
I think that forming an alliance to actually address these questions of making a city on a political level can actually form a new agenda, so that after the Biennale there's a next urban coalition.
Cities are the gateway to the future, but they will only be the gateway to the future if we learn how to govern them better, if we learn how to design them better, and if we learn how to plan them better.